Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the other side of the news. I'm going to change the format a little bit today. Yesterday I got a little bit too crazy. So I'm going to change the format a little bit today. I'm just going to go over, at least today I just feel like going over some of the highlights of the news. We'll take a look at this. You can tell me in comments if you like this better than my other ranting and ravings. And this is again from the Wall Street Journal on 8 July 2020. And this is a little summary of the top stories, and let's take a look at them. The first one is the U.S. formally notified the World Health Organization it will withdraw from the UN agency. And we have a nice picture there of Donald Trump there with his little grumpy face. President Trump has criticized the organization's ties to China. Critics say the move will hamper the international fight against the pandemic and sap the U.S. of global influence. The exit won't take effect until next July, leaving it contingent on Mr. Trump's reelection. Well, that first paragraph sums it up, and probably both sides are correct. It diminishes our influence, not increases our influence, and yet at the same time, the WHO has been too political, and you should have stuck to health things and not done some of the other political stuff they have done. So again, this is one of those things I see both sides of the story, and they're both correct. We'll see what happens. Number two, new data shows the government's $670 billion Paycheck Protection Program reached a wide swath of small businesses across almost every sector of the economy, benefiting hard-hit industries such as hotels and restaurants, as well as professional firms and construction companies that were better able to weather the crisis. More than 90 industry sectors each had more than 10,000 firms approved for PPP loans. About 264,000 companies in the restaurant business got PPP money, topping the list. The next highest sectors were personal care services, consultants specializing in management, science or technology, and legal services. JP Morgan and Chase and Bank of America delivered more emergency loans than any of the lenders, blah, blah. Okay, well, and that's good because there's money needed to get down the economy. I still think this really hurts, especially those personal care services. U.S. stocks fell. Yeah, they're going to go up and down. Clearly, the market doesn't know what it's going to do. It's going to be up and down. I think this way be for the next few months. Okay, the global auto market is split in three ways. Actually, this was quite a good article. I mean, the global auto market was already under strain before the pandemic hit. And basically what the pandemic did is in Europe, for example, there were, virtually no car sales in March and April, which is bad. The reality is, even if the market would recover back to where it was wasn't that great a situation. So what we're going to see is we're going to still see more consolidation in terms of companies getting bigger, consolidating, and we'll just have to see what happens. State and local governments from Georgia, California are cutting money for schools, universities, and other services as the coronavirus-induced recession wreaks havoc on their finances. Well, maybe they should cut government and stop cutting schools. But, that'd be too much trouble. Schools are easy to cut. They need to they need to slim down. All these big state governments need to slim down a bit. Once they slim down a bit, then we'll start seeing some real change in local governments. The stand taken by several U.S. tech giants against China's national security law in Hong Kong brings into the open concerns many foreign companies are discussing internally, but executives dare not talk about publicly. By suspending the processing of a Hong Kong government request for user data, Facebook, Twitter, and Alphabet's Google put up a united front in challenging the law, but the Silicon Valley giants, shut out of the censored internet on China's mainland, have less to lose than many other foreign companies with offices in Hong Kong, which typically also have operations in China. They're in a bad situation there. We'll see what happens. What we're following. Russia bounty allegations. A top U.S. military official confirmed that U.S. intelligence assessed that Russia had offered to pay Taliban militants to kill American service members, but said there was no evidence the proposed scheme resulted in any troop deaths. Facebook ad boycott. Yeah, let me see. Civil rights advocates came out of a meeting with Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg saying they didn't make progress on their demands over how the social media giant polices the platform. Well, the Zuckerberg, they don't police the platform. Facebook is a free-for-all, and everybody should realize that. And pretty much anything you post on Facebook is going to become public at some point, so keep that in mind. Minneapolis police. Robert Kroll, the Minneapolis Police Union president, fought to protect officers from disciplinary procedures. That came in handy when he was the one accused of abuse. And this is the problem. Police unions are a big part of this problem. You have to have some way to discipline officers that works. You can't have a person that has 18 disciplinary complaints never be punished for that. And he should have been fired a long time ago. Come on. President Trump's niece leaked critical financial documents about the family to the New York Times in 2017 in an effort to damage the president, according to her upcoming book. What else is new? This week will decide the rest of the NBA season. Okay, so I don't miss it. Features and diversions. Oh, a lot of people taking RV trips. RV, all of a sudden, a bunch of new RV people on the road because they can't do anything else. And Americans, we like to travel. Well, folks, listen, thanks very much for watching today. Remember to like, subscribe. Please leave some comments. The comments help me. As I said this many times, this is a work in progress. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.